What's up, guys? It's been a minute. Uh, haven't really been making videos. I haven't been motivated. Um, you know, I kind of just stopped. But what's motivation when you need to be disciplined, right? You need to actually be focused on what you want, and you need to actually go for what you want. I've just been in this cycle right now where it's just like I've been going through figuring out like what I need to do when it comes to trading. And I feel like this video really is just like to address myself and maybe some of you guys who are out there listening as well, um, about some problems that you may have when it comes to trading, whether like it may be over trading or greed or just doing stupid trades. You know, one thing about me, dude, I genuinely um, I struggle with two things: over trading and greed. Greed is the most common sin and the most common problem when people do like trading, because when you realize that you can make so much money by just clicking two buttons, it just alters your brain chemistry and it just changes the way you think about certain things when it comes to the markets. Um, Especially like impatience as well. You know, I had 3 funded accounts, 5 funded accounts, and I blew all of them because I was up a shit ton of money, and I would still be like, I would still say, oh, what's this, what's that? Let me just get a little bit more, when I still need 4 other winning days. Like, you know, it's just the idea of it, and the idea of just rushing to that payout. It's still like it's still like something I need to like slow down with. I don't need to rush to a payout. The payout's gonna come naturally regardless, and it's just something that I need to really work on, because you know I really set a goal for myself this year. I want to make $50,000, right? That's just base. That's just base, and I know I can do that. I'm saying all these things, but it's like I'm not following my rules. I'm not following anything that is gonna get me there. It's just one thing about myself, and I'm making this video just to really take account of myself, and just to take account of all the things that I've done, just in general in my life. This is really just a self check and telling myself to lock in. Honestly, I didn't want to make this video. I really didn't want to make this video at all. But looking back, these videos, they're gonna come in clutch. These are gonna be raw videos that you guys are gonna be seeing, whether you guys are working late at night at a warehouse or working at your job, bored, doing whatever. These are the struggles, because I'm building a platform of people that I actually want to bond with, right? And a community that I want to love and take care of and have fun with. I know that's gonna happen, right? When I make my game and when I venture off from trading, I'm still gonna be trading, probably, obviously doing what I gotta do, but there's other things that I really want to do other than that. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to really get into the habit of following your rules and really sticking to it, because we're halfway through the year, more than halfway through the year already. 2026 feel like it just started, and we're already more than halfway through. We're on the 7th month, and really looking at it and pausing, I didn't accomplish shit. Nothing at all. Nothing. Sure, I mean, I may have made $4,000 from trading, like, whatever. I did that shit 4 months ago. That money is long gone. Why? Because I cannot be consistent enough to follow my rules, and I cannot be consistent enough to know when to stop over trading and when to stop being greedy. Same for you guys. Whoever's out there watching, struggling with greed, struggling with over trading, struggling with impatience, anything that hinds you and stunts you from growing in your trading in your space, you know, you need to stop. Me too, man. Honestly, right? And I am gonna upload this video. You know, I really need to start making more YouTube videos. I might just start doing one video a week, and honestly, that might just make me feel a little bit better. You know, right now, you know, I'm unemployed, gang. I literally, I'm a risk taker, road runner, bro. You might be like, yo, this nigga's stupid, bro. Like, he's dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I was stupid for quitting my job, but you know, the experiences that I got, it was worth it. You know, just the feeling of just not working for a little bit. You know, it kind of felt good until the money started to like go away, and now I'm dead broke. But you know, I always still find a way to trade. I always still find a way. I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch videos of people saying, oh, door dashing to get an eval, and I was like, whoa, that would never like happen to me. And I feel like I'm experiencing all of these lows, and genuinely, it sucks. It really does suck. But it also feels good, because I also know that once I get out of this position, I'm going to be so grateful for what God has given me and what I'm accomplishing in my life. Honestly, I might even cry, right? There might be a future stream where I might just cry. And I'm just grateful because, you know, my life is 100 million times better than what it was. Granted, I have a roof under my, like, over my head. You know, I have a car. All those things that some people aren't fortunate enough to have. And, you know, I'm very grateful for everything that I have. Obviously, you know, very grateful kid. I'm not ungrateful. But I also know that I can also do more for myself, and I can also strive to be better day by day. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go to the gym, bro. I'm gonna go to the gym after this, bro. Like, this is actually very like motivational for me, and I want to stay disciplined in whatever I do, you know, whether it be trading and just like anything in my lifestyle. Like, genuinely, I do want to stay disciplined, and I want to focus up on that. But yeah, I realized that there are, for me at least, 3 versions of me. I seen this YouTube video. It was speaking on how there's 3 versions of you, and it really does make sense, right? So you have the regular version of yourself, you know, great day, wake up, ready to trade, not worried about anything. Nothing's on your mind. Those are usually the days where, you know, you bang, you hit trades, you're just calm. Cortisol is short, it's low, Your cortisol is low. You're chilling. There's another version of me, which I'm gonna say is the greedy Johnny, right? This is the Johnny that hits high RR trades and doesn't want to get out, right? Wants to go for more. Eventually, the trade turns on me, and I only take $300 when I was up 2K, 3K, wanting to get more. Usually, what happens is I get off, right? I do get off, but there's also exceptions where I continue to trade and I overtrade and I end up losing money. I don't blow the account, I just lose money. There's been a few, like months in the past where I used to do that and I would blow the account, but I kind of stopped doing that. And there's also the most dangerous version of me and the most dangerous version of yourself. No stop loss. Look, bro, we've all been in that position. We've literally, bro, you cannot, bro, shut up. You cannot tell me you haven't been in a position where you're entering a trade, you know it's gonna go up, and you don't want to get out because you know if you get out, your re-entry might be poop, and you just hold it, right? I risk $500 per trade for 1,500, 1 to 3. That's typically for my evals. I want to do like a 1 to 1.5 on my yeah, like a 1 to 1.5 on my fundeds. I don't know. That's like not like 8 something. Yeah, around there I think. Um, Typically because that gives you 4K in the long run for 5 days if you do whatever. So I typically want to do that on my eval or on my funded. Um, Sometimes, and I still do it. I actually need to stop doing it because it bites me in my ass every single time. There was a time where the market dumped and I was in a buy. Dude, it was actually yesterday, I think. We dumped and I was down 1.5K. Luckily, it retraced. But, dude, I cannot tell you how many times I've been in a trade and it just went against me and I removed my stop loss because I didn't want to lose. And I'm like, please, please, please go back down to my break even. I won't ever do this again. I won't ever do this again. Da da da. This, that, and third. When I could have just got stopped and re-entered. Um, that's one thing that I need to worry about and I need to fix. You know, when you have no accounts, you kind of start to like, even when you blow your accounts, you kind of start to think like, what could I have done to save this account, right? I don't have any accounts right now. I actually blew all my accounts today. Market was so ass today, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, bro, we caught the 10 a.m. rejection, whatever. Cool. I didn't. I didn't catch it. I actually was gonna catch those shorts on Asia, but market stopped me out. Actually, it didn't even stop me out. I just exited because it kept chopping. As soon as I exited, went to sleep, woke up, it literally dumped like 400 or 500 points. I could have made all my money back and more, but I digress. Not the point, right? It's just a matter of working on those versions of yourself, figuring out what the version of yourself that's stopping you from being that successful trader, getting those payouts, those consistent payouts is. Figure out what do you do that hinds you from getting better at trading, right? I figured it out. Being greedy. My friends tell me all the time, I'm greedy. I am greedy. And you know, genuinely, I say that I need to stop, but now that I'm genuinely broke and I have nothing going right now, I need to actually stop because I'm not rich. It's also good to think about it like this. Why are you trying to go for 5K, 11K in a day? Do you even have 11K? Like, do you even have 5K? Do you even have $1,000, $3,000, $2,000? No, right? I sure as hell don't, right? Not anymore. You know, this is just like a test from God. Just trying to see when will I learn, right? And I'm ready to learn. I'm learning. I'm ready. I'm ready to stop that bullshit. Sorry about this, guys. It's a very long video. Just wanted you guys to just maybe put me in your AirPods, just listen to me talk. I don't know, bro. Or just play me while I, like, you know, talk or whatever. I really enjoy making these videos, though. Me just yapping and, you know, giving out real truth. I really want to see you guys succeed. You know, bro, camera quality, video quality, editing quality, dude, all that shit, bro. It's gonna be 10 times better. My main goal, what's gonna happen once I start getting some more payouts, like I told you guys, I'm gonna be streaming this year. I don't know when I'll start my streaming, but I'll definitely try to be consistent with my trades and my content. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a trade recap every week. So from Monday through Friday, give you guys a analysis on what happened throughout the week, what I worked on, what I did, why I took that trade, and you know, all that other stuff. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna do that because I kind of want to show you guys um, the trades as well. I might just do like pictures. I don't know. I might take a screenshot. I'm not that good at editing. Actually, I'm low-key ass. You know, I'm trying. I'm really trying. Um, if you guys could put some editing softwares down there, like in a link in the description or the comments. Oh my god. This is raw, bro. I'm not cutting anything. All right. You're gonna hear me stutter a lot. I don't actually stutter a lot. This is just a long ass video. But all right. Anyways, you guys are busy, so look. See you guys maybe Monday. Happy early 4th of July, man. Hope you guys are good. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and stay safe, man.